Hi, Tanna here with your Feel Good Friday message. And today I want to talk to you about a slogan made famous by Nike. Just do it! But I'm not necessarily talking about sports, unless that's your thing. I just want to talk to you about when you feel the urge to do something that maybe has been kind of sitting there dormant, you've been meaning to do it, you've been thinking about it, but then you get this urge to do it. I just want to encourage you to finally do it. Just do it. And sometimes you might be scared to do something. I'm going to share a couple of experiences with myself where there have been things that I have been meaning to do for a long time, and then just one day I just decided I'm doing it today. I don't think I'm ready, but I'm doing it anyway. And the first one I'll tell you about is when I wrote my first book. I actually started it years ago when I was 28. I just had this idea for a book, and all of this information and inspiration came pouring out of me in about 3 months. But I knew that I had more to say, and I didn't have enough life experience to say what I wanted to say yet. So I kind of put it on hold, and I'd write a chapter here and there, when something in my life came up, and I thought, oh, this is a good chapter. So I'd be writing little chapters here and there. But I had no idea when I would finish it. And then when I got laid off from my job in 2008, the inspiration hit, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to finish my book now. So I did. I just devoted every day to finishing it for a few months, said everything that I wanted to say at that point, and felt pretty complete with it. And then I published it. And so this was the result: Living Peacefully in a Big City, a guide to maintaining your sanity, health, and happiness. And it was 15 years in the making. But when I finally felt that urge to just do it, it was just a few months until I finished it. And then it was a whole year with the whole publishing process. But still, I just did it. And then the same thing happened, was it 2 years ago it kind of started. I wrote the other one about caring for my mom, the enlightened caregiver. So you never know where things are going to lead you if you just do it. And I've had a few things come up recently in my daily life that I've kind of changed and just done it. And one of the things is I've been making changes in my home with my mom. As most of you know, I'm my mother's full-time caregiver. And so I've been living in her home, the home I grew up in, for the last 12 years since my dad died, and he asked me to move in and take care of her after he passed, which I did. And, I lived alone for 15 years. I was used to having my own place and my own style and my own furniture, my own stuff and my own space. And I haven't really had that for a long time. And it's been okay. I've been able to eke out a little bit of space for myself. I mean, this room that is now my office used to be what my parents called the go-to-hell room. And it was full of crud. Anything they didn't know what to do with or where to put it, they just put it in here. You couldn't even walk in here. And when I was starting my business, I told my mom, I need a real office. And she's like, fine, do whatever you want. So fortunately, she started kind of letting go of stuff because she's a Depression era pack rat, and she doesn't like to throw anything away. She wants to keep everything because we might need it later. So she was finally loosening up on that stuff, and she allowed me to clean stuff out and either donate it, get rid of it, put it out in the shed outside, just get it out of my way so I could create this space for myself. So this has been one of my little sanctuaries in the house. I spend most of my time during the day here in between caring for mom, and this is where I make my videos for you. So this was something that I was able to do, like get in and just do it. And recently, mom has been letting me do that more in other parts of the house too. I've been inspired to make some changes in our living room and get some new furniture in there and rearrange some things and make it more my style. So it feels more like my home now too, with my mom, instead of just living in my mom's house. Because I know a lot of people in my situation, their parent comes to live with them. So the adult child has their own home, and then the parent comes to live with them. I don't think there are a lot of people like me who go to live in their parents' home, in the house they grew up in, and have to kind of adapt to that as an adult, as a married adult, because I don't live with my husband. I'm only with him on the weekends. So this has just been so fulfilling to be able to do some of these things now, especially since I didn't think I was going to be able to do any of this until my mom was gone. So that has mixed emotions wrapped up in it. and kind of messed with my head sometimes. But now I get to enjoy it with her, and she likes the things that I've been doing. She's enjoying it. She likes looking at it. So it's a better environment for both of us, because not only is it pleasing to me and making me happy and making me feel more like I have a home, but it's less cluttered. It's really aesthetically pleasing. It's brightening the room up. So it's really a positive thing for both of us. And then I've had one other major thing happen recently that I'm so excited about. And this is another thing I didn't think I would be able to do while I was caring for my mom. But recently I was talking to my best friend Marlene, who lives in New York, and our conversation led to Florida. And long story short, we've decided we're going to go to Disney World together next year, and I'm so excited. I didn't think I would be able to do that until Mom was gone. And it's kind of sad to have all these things that feel like they're on hold. Like, my life is already on hold somewhat, taking care of her, but to have all these different things, like I can't do that till she's gone, I can't go here till she's gone, it's really limiting. And as I said, it just would mess with my head, because I don't want her to go anywhere, but I would still like to live my life too. So it's a weird situation to be in. But I don't have to wait. It's happening. I mean, these things are happening now because I've decided to just do it in spite of my situation, and things are just working out. People know that I'm going to be going. I have coverage for when I'll be gone for that amount of time. So I just want to inspire you to think about something that you've been meaning to do, or something that you want to have or change, or someplace you want to go, something you want to implement in your life, changes that maybe you want to make in your home. Just do it and see what happens. It may inspire you to make other changes and get moving on other projects and other things in your life that have kind of been maybe dormant for one reason or another. Because once you get that energy going, the momentum builds up, and it'll play out in so many different areas of your life, kind of like it has with me, in my home, and having a trip, that I wasn't planning on for anytime soon. So I'm very excited about these things, and it's inspiring me to do the things that I'm able to do, because within reason, because I'm focused on my mom 100%. She's my priority. She's my full-time job, and everything else is kind of secondary. But whatever I can do while I'm in this situation to make myself feel better and feel a sense of accomplishment or satisfaction or fulfillment, I'm going to do it. I want you to do the same thing too. So I just wanted to share that with you today, and hopefully it'll kind of urge you to do something that you've been maybe putting off, or just sitting on or thinking, oh, I can't do that or have that or be that right now. Sure you can. If you just decide, I'm going to do it, you'll find a way. The resources, the people that you need to make it happen will show up. And if you do this, or you have done this, I would love to hear about it. I just shared my experiences with you. Share your experiences with me and the rest of the audience here, because we all need that inspiration to know that we can move forward at any time and do anything that we want to do. Doesn't always need to wait for certain circumstances to be in place. So share it. If you have a story, I'd love to hear it. And with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend, and I hope that this urged you a little bit to think about something that you want to do. And these videos are something that I just decided to do one day. I'd been wanting to do a video feature for a long time, and there was just one day I thought, I have something to say, and there was a message that I wanted to do about the power of your mind. It's my very first video. I'm holding a crystal pendulum and showing how you can move it with your mind. And I just did it, and that was the beginning of this. And now I've been doing these videos for a couple of years. So the video that you're watching started with a just do it moment. So anything can happen. As my friend Penny Petty says, anything can happen. And speaking of Penny Petty, she and I are hosting a G+ community for caregivers. So if you are a caregiver, or if you're in that same situation, if you know somebody who needs some support, if you need some support, or just connection with other people who are in your same situation, come on over and join us. It's open to anyone. We welcome you there. We'd love to have you with us. If you know somebody who's in the situation, why do I keep holding it crooked? Share it with them, send them over. We're there to give you support and encouragement and a place to vent. Sometimes you just need that. So come on over and join us if you need this kind of support. And again, I want to thank you for watching and for being here with me again this week. I so appreciate it. And if you do enjoy these videos, remember to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. And if you feel inspired, I would so appreciate it if you would share with your family and friends. And if you would like these videos delivered straight to your inbox every Friday, jump over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. So I want you to have a great weekend. Just do it. Just have a great weekend. But think about it. If there's something you want to get on, just do it. And know that you can do it. You don't have to wait for anything. You can do it one degree to another, or at the very least, you can just think about doing it and get ready to start doing it if you're not quite ready. But it's possible. So with that, I want to wish you a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.